Well. Who do we have here? Maria?
Hello, hello. How are we doing?
Doing good, Maria. Thank you for helping me co-host today. So, Grafty is a little sick. Hopefully she gets better. And we can have Ruan that's traveling in Paris. So I'm covering for today's space, but I'm very, very happy to. And I see we have Cayden in here. What we're going to do is we're going to give some updates first. And we'll give it a little bit of time so people can, start joining the space. But we'll do the updates first. I'm going to start with Saturn Candy. And then we'll move on to possibly WenGG, right, Maria? Should we go with WenGG after Saturn?
Yes, let's give some minutes because, like Twitter as well. It's a bit, Twitter or X or whatever we're going to call it now. Let's spread the space. In the meantime, guys, that you are here, please, if you can help us to like and retweet so we can get more people.
Please.
We start, yes.
All right. While people are doing that, I'm going to find some stuff to pin to the top. So we have Saturn Elite. That's Saturn Candy's new collection, right? I'll pin that to the top. By the way, she's on that collection, right, Maria?
Oh, yes. I was waiting for her to join the space, so I'm going to share it as well. It's so beautiful. I was lucky enough to get my portrait from her, so I'm adding it to my collection already. I already mint my whitelist, I have to say.
Oh, you beat me to it. Wait, I might not even have a whitelist. Let me check. Thanks for reminding me. I'm always so bad at to see if I whitelisted or not. I don't know. I'm terrible.
Yes, it's not easy. And when you're doing 100 things, then you don't remember if you send your ad or not. It's happened to me too last week, but well, we're getting better. Maybe soon we can see on Stargaze, next mint, so we can keep an eye there and it's gonna be easier for all of us. Nothing. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better.
Oh yeah, I know she's here. She's here listening in spirit. And I feel good, Grafty. Send me okay? You just let me know. But no pressure. Me and Maria can get things done.
Yeah, so let's gonna, let her rest a bit. I know it's not fun to get sick when you're traveling. So we're sending you all the best vibes your way. Maybe you get better tomorrow, hopefully. Games, you are coding. You are coding. You're becoming a robot now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's gonna wait for Games to check his connection. In the meantime, guys, as I said at the beginning, please do us a favor and retweet the space so we can get more people joining. We're trying to get new artists every week, as you could see, the amazing job Gaze did, bringing really nice artists to Stargaze. So if you can retweet and like the space, it's gonna be easier for us as well to get more people. And in the meantime, let me tell you guys, now it's better. I'm just gonna say the audience that we're gonna have a space as well, in 2 hours. And it's gonna be under the account of Stargaze Fine Arts. We're gonna discuss about what collectors, trying to find in their pieces when they're buying. So I think it's interesting, just a little information in the meantime, because I don't like when the space, are quiet.
Okay, I'm back, Maria.
Yeah, so do your magic. Tell us what is new with the Stargaze.
Oh my goodness, gosh, the devs just don't stop shipping. I'm a little bit overwhelmed of how much it's hard to keep track almost, seriously. But one of the most important ones for sure is the live auctions. You guys noticed the live auctions, right? Yes.
Yes, I've been waiting for that more than 1 year, so I'm so happy.
So live auctions are one of the most important ones that was rolled out. And then have you noticed that the teams in Paris, that looked like they had Cortland, hand drawing the bad kid for people, which was pretty cool to see. And then we also have the Nebular Summit 1-of-1 auction on Stargaze from graffiti artist Cedric, and I'm going to probably butcher his last name, but it's Cedric Lascourse. Do you know him, Maria, that graffiti artist?
No, I've never heard from him, but I've seen the piece, and I have to say, it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, if anybody does win that one, it gives you lifetime access to Nebular Summits. So that one would be a pretty cool NFT to own. And that's it, really. Oh, actually, I have one more. And did you notice that there was 2 tokens that were launched on Stargaze. I believe it's the Stardust token and the Gaze token by ONFT. So huge congrats to the ONFT team for that.
Oh, absolutely. And now that this space is recorded, I'm going to say huge kudos to Wolfman and all the team behind, because they are doing amazing just with the staking platform that they're giving to other projects, the option to stake our pieces. That is incredible. And we have, to really thanks to them.
Your project is in that platform, right? So some of your collections you can stake it and earn is it the Stardust token?
Actually, it is the WFC token. I have my own token there, and I have all my collection, even the generative one, depending on, which collection you're staking, you will get more or less WFC tokens, but all of them are there. And really excited because apparently the marketplace is coming to life soon. So, finally you can redeem your tokens to get nice prices depending on the project. I'm really excited.
Heck yeah. They're doing good stuff, and it's nice to see that community members are collaborating together, to use that platform. I'm gonna have to get myself on some of those tokens from you.
You have some of my collection pieces, so you just need to get there. The stake them is super easy. And then when the marketplace is live, we're gonna start, putting some prices for you guys to redeem your tokens.
Thanks, Maria. All right, so I'm gonna be sending out invites for speakers. We got Saturn Candy coming up. Let's test the audio first. He's connecting. Hello, Saturn Candy.
Hey there.
How are you?
How are you guys? I'm good.
What time is it over there right now?
It's 4 a.m. and we have phone right now. So,
Lord. 4 a.m.?
It's actually
This is compromise, guys?
yeah, but it's okay.
Well, hey, look, today is a special day, right? For you've launched another collection. So just briefly introduce yourself for people that might not know who you are, and then we'll dive into your new collection.
Sure. Hi everyone. I'm Saturn Candy, and I have joined Stargaze since October 2020. And yeah, I have launched two major collections already. One is Tropical Madness, and the other one is Deep Loving Deep Sea. And this is actually my second side collection. And yeah, it's called Saturn, and it's the biggest collection so far. So I'm very excited and I'm very nervous at the same time because it's my first time launching something this big of a supply. Yeah, I'm very excited to be here. I hope all of you are doing well.
Okay, sorry, Games, because I'm just gonna say that thank you, Saturn Candy, for joining us. As I said, that is compromise. I really love the portrait you did for me. I painted here for everyone to see. This collection is so beautiful, like so beautiful. I had the pleasure to see it, on the making, and just hope all of you guys here in the space enjoy your mint. Whitelist is already open.
Saturn Candy, where did you get inspired to create this collection? You know what? I'm gonna start working on a new project.
Actually, when I was I wasn't in the space yet, but I have been doing a lot of portraits since I believe 2019 to 2020. So I started with just hand drawn, and then I moved to digital. And I just noticed people really want their own portraits to be done. And then I realized, okay, I think this is something that I can do very quickly. I can do a lot easier and stuff, but it's not really easy. But yeah, but actually I had so much fun doing this because I think I just went crazy with it. Um, I wasn't really tied into a specific art style or a specific theme. I just went crazy with it. So I think it's really, really so much fun doing this. Unlike when I was doing deep sea or tropical madness, it has to be something okay, tropical flowers and something of nature, and the deep sea something ocean like. And for this one, it's just sketches, watercolor, paper collage style. It's so much technically it's easier to do one portrait at a time, but if it's this many, it's actually I kind of set myself up for something so difficult, but yeah, I think we're actually very very proud of this collection because this is like the first time we've done something this big. So yeah. And of course, inspiration, the other artists in the space. So a lot of other artists are doing like big collections. So I was just wondering like what it's like to do this also. Especially Maria.
Also,
Yeah.
thank you. Also, it is your first collection with men, right? I have to say, girl, you did it amazing. I'm not that well drawing men. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's actually my first time. It's kind of like outside of my comfort zone too, because I'm also like you. I'm also used to doing to drawing women because the I think the options in terms of like hairstyle and face and stuff is very like it's endless. So drawing like something else is kind of like a challenge to me. But yeah, it's actually super cool to do this. And some of the men
Hey,
that I drew are
wait.
yeah.
How come I wasn't any part of the collection? You picked Maria as a one-on-one, but what about me? What the heck?
I asked you. Hey, I asked you when when we were when we were hanging out with I think Signal. I actually asked you guys. But you know
No,
what?
it's
It's
okay.
not too late.
No,
You can still send me like a reference photo. It's not too late. I can still do it.
no, but actually, for real, Saturn. Did you pick any people from the community to be part of that collection for the men that did or not?
For the men, one of them is Barto. So I airdropped his portrait. One of them is Barto, and the other one is Atomic Franks. So I kind of made it like a little bit limited, and the rest of the portraits are all random, like random, random references. And what's really special also about this collection is that I have collaborated with other artists as well. I have put a lot of traits. One of them is ONFT, Cosmos Coffee House. We also have Stardust Pirates, Mythical Bodies, Block Kitties, of course, and of course the most like yeah, I think I can say this now. The rarest one is the Women from Cosmos collaboration. There's only one of that, and that's the one we posted a few weeks back, and I think someone will be very, very lucky to mint that one.
I love seeing collaborations like that happening. It's just so fun. You just get to mix different communities together and just go and have fun. It's awesome. What's the price for the whitelist? What's the price for the public? Let's go through that.
Sure. For whitelist, it's live now, so it's 999, and then for public, it's 122. So I wanted to make this as cheap as possible, as cheap as we can get, so that we can onboard more people. Yeah, we want to make this more affordable and flippable as well.
And Saturn, for people that might not know, like you personally, what do you do outside of Stargaze? What do you do for a living?
So yeah, I used to work as an advertising professional. So I was an art director, and then I kind of moved around. Like I also went to a startup, so I was a marketing lead, and then yeah, just recently, like just a few months ago, I quit my job because I got so burnt out, and I decided like I think I want to do art full time. So yeah, one of them is like doing NFTs, and I'm like on the side also I'm starting a new collection, like an actual like art, a physical art, like I'm doing acrylic and oil painting and watercolor as well. So it's kind of, but I think for now, like I've been more focused on finishing collections for Stargaze.
Cool. Thank
That's
you.
so awesome. Yes, that's so awesome. It takes too much courage to change your career. We've been discussing about that. I just wanted to say to people that I pinged a few examples of the pieces, like the Woman from Cosmos one, the one created for or ONFT, the Barto portrait, so you can sweep and check them all.
Thanks, Maria.
Saturn, another question. Sorry, I'm hammering you with too many questions, but has your art ever been in like a gallery?
My physical art, not yet, because I have been so scared of doing it, like for the longest time. And this is the first time I'm doing it, like for real. So this is actually I'm still building like a portfolio, figuring out my style when I'm doing physical art. So it's kind of tough. Yeah, not yet. I'm not sure if
No worries, no worries.
I'm not sure Sebi's like right here, but like I saw what the posted on Stargaze Fine Arts. It's so good. Like I think he's having an exhibit right now.
Oh yes, yes. Seb, right? Seb.
Yeah, Seb.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
sorry.
That looked really cool. I think his name is Sebi. Actually, you're right.
Okay.
His work is awesome.
Yeah, so cool.
All right, Saturn. Well, anything else we should know about this collection before we move on to our next featured artist?
Yes, I think so far that's it. Whitelist is live right now, and Public Mint will be live in about 24 hours. So excited and nervous.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Maria, do you have any other questions? And we can circle back to you later if people want to come up and ask questions. But yeah.
So, well, I think she explained already, but how was like the difference between doing like a smaller collection and now going with a bigger one in terms of, ideas, how to organize everything, how it was the process for you? Did you find it easy to do it through? Because I guess you use Stargaze Studio, right?
Yes, it's actually very, very easy. When I launched my first collection last year, my husband actually really tried his best to learn a little bit of coding. But now it's much easier. The only challenge that we had was, putting together all of the metadata, all of the files. It's so hard. I did not expect us to like it took us like days to do this. Um and but in terms of like really launching on Stargaze, it's so easy. Like you just really have to upload everything. If you wanna airdrop to people, it's easier now. And yeah, I really believe like anybody can do this. So it Stargaze made it so simple for artists.
Thank you very much choosing Stargaze as your preferred NFT marketplace. Really appreciate it, and your work is beautiful. I'm gonna check to see if I was whitelisted because I don't remember. But I'll check later after this space.
Sure.
All right, we're gonna send the mic to Wendy if she's able to speak. We'll give her a few minutes, and if not, we'll go to Cayden. Maria, so you've already picked up a few of these from Saturn.
From Saturn, yes, I already mint. I have my portrait. I have few that I'm keeping for community when the one of the marketplace goes to live. I'm gonna put some NFTs there as well. So yeah, I've gone shopping.
Well, what was the max for whitelist?
If I don't remember, I mean, if I remember correctly, it was 3. But Saturn can correct me actually.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I'm so sorry.
Like the max mint?
Oh, right. The max mint for whitelist right now is 2 tokens.
2.
Yes.
2. True. 2.
And for public mint, it's 15.
Awesome. Okay. Trying to send a mic to Wendy, but she is not able to accept at the moment. So it's okay. We'll go to Cayden. Welcome, Cayden. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Did you get any sleep today?
No, not really. I'm going in about an hour and a half sleepy at the moment.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, same here. I rarely got any sleep. But we're here now. We're here. What time is it over there right now?
It is now 23 minutes past 10 at night.
Okay, so it's not as bad as Saturn Candy. It's 4 a.m. over there.
No, it's not as bad as that. But yeah, I'm still got a lot to get done tonight. Yeah, full time super duper dad. Trying my best. Oh yeah.
So we're actually talking Cayden right now. We're talking to Nico, which is Cayden's dad, right?
That is 100% correct. Let me maybe introduce myself. This is the Cayden profile, which you're actually listening and speaking to Cayden's dad. My name is Nico, and I am a super proud husband and dad. And I am fortunate enough to be a dad to Cayden. Now, Cayden is 8 years old. He is an absolutely phenomenal abstract artist. He's also autistic, and we are from sunny South Africa. So the introduction's done. I'll throw the mic back to you.
Thank you, Nico. Thanks for being here. And just talk to us a little bit about Cayden's journey. Talk to us about how this developed into a project and how much work goes actually into.
Of course, I would love to tell you guys more about Cayden. I absolutely love talking about my little one and telling as many people as willing to listen about him and about our journey. Now our journey into the NFT space started, it's almost 2 years ago now. And this journey initially started because we couldn't afford to keep our little one in school. Now, Cayden is autistic. He's got various special needs. And unfortunately, we live in a country where those things are not catered for by our government. Our public school systems are, to be very honest with you, in a dire state. They don't cater to kids like Cayden. And you as a parent who's got a little one who's got special needs, the only options you're left with are private schools. Our private schools, to give you a rough idea, I do have a normal day job. This is not what I do full time. And a private school fees here per month is about half of what I earn a month doing my normal day job. Then I've not even covered Cayden's therapies. I've not covered his medications. I've not even bought my kid a paintbrush yet. So it got to the point where we had to make as parents, a really, really crap decision. And we had to decide between being able to send our kid to school or being able to keep a roof over our heads. Now, as things are, everyone needs a place to call home. Everyone needs a place where they feel safe and loved. So the keeping the roof over our heads won that battle. But I am married to a absolutely phenomenal woman. My wife's name is Bianca. She's the type of person that absolutely never says die. It does not matter how bad the situation is. My wife just doesn't give up. So she said to me, listen, we will find a solution. Because I was basically just at that point ready to throw in the towel. And she came to me one day and she said to me, listen, I think I found a solution and it's called NFTs. So she started explaining to me what an NFT is and what the concept is. And, my son, he art is his life. So we embarked on this journey of basically minting Cayden's art as NFTs to raise the funds to get our kid back in school. Now, we've managed to do that many, 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 many months ago. Cayden is back in school. He's back in all his therapies. I can afford to buy him the canvases which he loves to paint on. I can afford to buy him the acrylic paints which he loves. I can buy the paintbrushes that make the right sounds. And all of this is pretty much being made possible by NFTs, by my kid and his phenomenal talent, the absolutely mind-blowing community that we've built around Cayden and what he does. He, unlike most kids today, Cayden, he doesn't have an interest in a television or in a phone or the internet. My little one just wants to paint. That's what he wants to do. It's pretty much when he wakes up in the morning, while he's eating breakfast, he's busy painting. As soon as he gets home from school, he's painting. But painting is not just painting for Cayden, it's also how he communicates with the rest of the world. My child, Cayden was nonverbal for a very, very long time. He only made his first sound when he was 4 years old. And when he got diagnosed with autism, we also got told, listen, he's not going to speak. It's just not going to happen. Once again, I am very grateful I married who I married. She wouldn't give up. And at that stage, we got Cayden the best help we could afford. He had a really awesome speech therapist. He had a phenomenal art therapist. And between the two of them, they told him that, listen, it's okay. If you don't want to speak now or you can't speak now, that's fine. but you can express yourself through art. You can pretty much communicate with the rest of the world by painting them what you feel or what you see or what you want. I think everyone in this room can imagine how badly life must suck if you cannot speak, if you cannot communicate. Imagine going to a doctor and not being able to tell that doctor where it's hurting or what is wrong. Imagine going into a shop and not being able to tell the person behind that counter that, listen, this is what I need, this is what I'm looking for. This is why it was also so important to us to, give Cayden the gift of speech. So he basically learned that he can take art, he can communicate, he can express his emotions on a canvas. He also got taught he can take colors and link them to emotions like red, for instance, for anger, and pink for love, and blue for when you're sad or down, green for when there's a new beginning or something new is happening. For a very long time, we had this massive color chart taped to our fridge to sit and decipher our little one's paintings. But he is semi-verbal now. I am incredibly proud of how far he's come, how hard he had to work to actually get to where he's able to have a full-on conversation now. But art is still who Cayden is. It is engraved in his soul. It is part of him as a human being. When something happens during the course of his day, he documents it on a canvas. He will paint what happens, or something he saw, something he learned. He documents it on a canvas. Quick example, they had a lesson about fire safety at school last year, and he came home and he told me that, listen, he wants to create fire. And I was a bit alarmed because no parent wants to hear their kid saying, listen, I want to create a fire. Then he told me, I don't have to worry, he's going to do it on a canvas. And he painted a fire piece, which literally looked like there was a fire burning on that canvas. Another example, where we live in South Africa, during the summer months, ants are a really big problem. And this year was super bad. It actually got to the point where while Cayden was eating, they tried to climb into his food. And of course, he was having none of that. And he told me, listen, I don't have to worry. He's got a solution. He's going to create an army and they are going to defend our home from all these ants. And he created what he calls the naughty robot armies. And their sole purpose on planet Earth is to defend our home from every single ant that wants to come in and eat his food. So that is what art is to him. It is how he expresses himself. It's how he communicates. It's how he puts his imagination, his hopes, his dreams, everything onto a canvas. So that is basically what we are bringing to Stargaze. We are bringing Cayden's world onto the Cosmos chain. It will be chain number 15, which we are adding onto Cayden's portfolio. He's got collections minted onto, by the next 30 minutes officially onto Stargaze, but on 15 different blockchains. He's got sold out collections on 14 of them currently. He has been exhibited in real life in Paris, in Bali, NFT New York, also in Amsterdam. He's had some exhibitions of his real life art here in South Africa. He's got a number of collectors who actually hold not just the NFT, but also the physical piece, which is linked to that NFT. So this is actually, I cannot even begin to explain what doors this up for Cayden. Unfortunately, never gonna really, he can generate where you come for himself, basically what he loves doing.
I'm sorry, Cayden. I think we lost you in the last sentence. If you can repeat, because you were lagging a bit.
No problem. Sorry, it's the internet. Yeah. What I was saying is, on many levels, Cayden, unfortunately, he still has the mentality of a 3-year-old. My son doesn't understand the concept of danger. He just doesn't get it. He doesn't have fear. He will literally walk into a speeding car without thinking about it. So unfortunately, he's never really going to be able to look after himself. And the idea of what we are building here for him is a legacy. I'm not going to be here forever. My wife is not going to be here forever. But Cayden is going to need, a way to take care of himself one day. And through the power of blockchain technology and what he loves doing, he'll be able to generate the income for himself. And that brings me back to me. That is why I spend absolutely relentless hours getting as many people to see my kid, to see what he creates, to see what he can do. And I've been fortunate enough that we've been able to build something which I didn't even think this was going to turn into, but he's got an amazing community. He's got people who absolutely adore and love what he creates. And, I'm very happy and super excited to bring a little bit of Cayden to the Cosmos chain and onto Stargaze. So yeah, that's me. That's what I'm doing here, and that is who my little one is. Just a super proud dad who basically wants to show the whole world how awesome this kid is.
Thank you very much, Nico, for doing that for your son. Can you just briefly talk about the Little Hands collection that's going to be launching on Stargaze, Jane?
Yeah, of course, I would actually love to. The Little Hands collection is a collection of handprints. These are not generated. These are all physical pieces. They are also all one of ones. There's not one little hand that's like the other. They're all special and unique in their own way. Cayden created these when he was 4 years old. Now, like pretty much, I hope all parents do this. I keep every single piece of art that he's ever created. I've got boxes and boxes full of it. And the Little Hands, that was a bit of an obsession, a phase that he went through when he was 4 years old. He decided the one day that he wants to start making handprints. He wants to experiment on his hands with different colors and textures of paint, and he wants to make handprints. And boy, did he make handprints. He made over 8,000 of these prints in just over 6 months. Like I said, they're all one of one. They have... Well, after tonight, they will officially be on 15 different blockchains. We split the collection up. So part of that collection is going to be living on Stargaze. We are starting off with an initial drop of 100. And we're going to do these in phases because Dad over here has to actually scan them all one by one. And that does take a lot of time. But yeah, the first 100 will be live and minting by tomorrow. And yeah, we decided, well, I actually asked Cayden what he wants to price them at. So he's got a favorite number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So they will be priced at 1,234 star tokens, which brings it very close to, well, it's actually a little bit less than what they're minting for on other platforms. I also need to do justice to all the other Little Hands holders. They have invested their heart in ETH, Cardano, XRP, whatever the case might be, into this collection. So I couldn't completely go and undervalue it, but yeah, that's the plan. There is some special traits in these. Cayden is multidextrous, so he can paint with both hands. He can do things with both hands. So there's right hands and there's left hands, but there's more right-handed prints than there's left-handed prints. There's also gold, and then there's a few that he calls smiley face hands, and there's a few that are called heart hands. So we are bringing the full mix of the Little Hands to Stargaze, and yeah, they will be happily alive and minting by tomorrow.
That's so nice. Before I give the mic to Nico, that she just jumped into the stage, maybe she has a question. I just wanted to say that I'm really happy to have you here and your son's art. I'm just checking your banner. Oh my God, it's amazing, so beautiful. I think it's really beautiful as well to actually have the possibility to know more through you, your story, and realize the power of art, right? Like how, even though at the beginning he couldn't speak, he could express himself through art. I think that is so beautiful. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, like, we're really grateful and happy to have your song art with us now.
Well, thank you so much for the kind words, Maria. I do appreciate it. Like I said, we are super excited to be here. I actually enjoy the whole experience of going onto a new chain and learning how it works. And one thing I will say, out of pretty much all the chains I've minted on, Stargaze has been an absolute pleasure to actually mint on. The team has been so helpful and helping make this happen. And I love the creational app that you've got. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I can only give praise to the team and the platform that you guys have built. It's absolutely amazing.
Tego, you're up. We got for one question, then we have to go to Wendy.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to ask about the name of the collection, but you said it after, so I know what to look out for. And well done to Nico and Cayden. It sounds amazing, and I'll be looking forward to mint tomorrow. And I also want to let you know, we have an NFT project, which is numbers. So I'll be sending you 1, 2, 3, 4 for your son. We have NFT that have specific numbers. So since he likes 1, 2, 3, 4, and we also play with numbers, I'll send you the NFT, 4 NFTs representing number 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So I'll DM you and ask you for an address to send it. It will be on Stargaze. Looking forward to your mint tomorrow.
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I just want to say one last thing before you pass the mic on. Being able to price this collection at 1, 2, 3, 4 has made my kid the happiest kid in the whole wide world. The last collection I asked him to price was unfortunately on ETH, and pricing something at 1,234 ETH, we all know that's not going to happen. So he was not very impressed when I had to tell him we have to put a point and a few zeros in there somewhere. So when he was able to price it at this, he was just ecstatic. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And you guys can go to your next speaker now.
Thank you, Nico. Appreciate it. Hey, Wendy. Maria, can you try? Maybe she can't hear.
Wendy, are you here with us? That sounds a bit creepy.
Yeah, hi. I was having trouble with the connection.
No worries, we got you. So, would you like to introduce yourself and what have you created to launch tomorrow on Stargaze?
Well, yeah, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good afternoon, everybody. From a young age, I used to fill the margin of my notebooks uncovered with patterns using a pen, not knowing at the time that it was called Centangle. I also enjoyed creating temporary tattoos with pens for my classmates. However, after high school, I stopped drawing because my family didn't like it. They say I had to study and not waste my time on those things. So I started away my notebooks. It wasn't until the quarantine during the COVID pandemic that I rediscovered my passion for drawing. While cleaning up, I stumbled upon an old notebook filled with drawings alongside my old school material. This discovery inspired me to start drawing again, but this time with a different approach. I began by tracing circles using a compass and then filling them with intricate patterns, not realizing they resemble mandalas. I started to create other drawings, painting whatever came to my mind in the center and then filling the rest of the page with more patterns and details. One day, one of my friends who already knew about NFT saw my drawings and encouraged me to mint them. I didn't believe anyone would pay $1 for what I was creating. I'm not an artist, but after a year of persistent encouragement, I finally entered into the NFT world. So I joined Stargaze because WenGG contacted me, and their approach gave me a lot of confidence. Is a generally good person. After doing some research and talking to other members, I found it very kind and welcoming. They have an excellent community, and I thought, why not give it a try? And here I am.
And we're happy to have you. And please don't even think again that you're not an artist. You're doing amazing. I've been seeing what you create, and it's really impressive.
Thank you. Well, in this piece, I knew that I wanted to create monsters. During that time, I had recurring nightmares about whales, so I began by drawing a whale. And then I recalled Lovecraft words, which inspired me to include octopus and the key. For the center, I wanted something wild. In a sense, I painted the rabbit. The two rabbits enclosed within a circle represent vulnerability and the feeling of being trapped or limited in a difficult or threatening situation. The circle symbolizes a sense of confidence and the inability to escape that reality. These monsters represent fears, challenge, obstacles we face in life, the struggle for freedom, and the need to find inner strength to overcome adversity. The key, I think, represents hope for liberation.
That's so nice. And actually, I love when artists explain, like everything and the meaning behind their art. There is any artist that influence you or inspired you while you were creating this?
Not really. I never know where I'm going to paint unless I'm continuing a collection. Most of the time, I just start with a stroke and don't think about what comes next. I let myself go.
Okay, cool. And also, I have few questions because I think you cannot hear games, so I'm gonna ask you, what is your dream as an artist, and why do you only draw black and white?
My dream as an artist, I don't know. I just want to keep drawing. It's like therapy for me. Black and white because it's easier. I don't like colors. I just use a pen and a white sheet, and this is enough for me. I don't think I ever use colors in my art.
Wow, that is, a sign there that everyone can recognize your art. That's great. So the open edition you're minting, can you give us some information like the price? And as you said, it was like created physical and then you scan it, or how it was?
Sorry, I can hear well now by connection.
I was asking you like the price for the open edition. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good.
The price would be 500 star, I think.
Okay. And then you created this piece like on paper and then you scan it?
No, I take a picture with my phone. It's just that.
Okay, cool. But it was created like physical. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
And also, games and myself would love to know how long did it take to create the piece? Like how many hours you spent creating it? Because like you put like a lot of little details. How long does it take for you?
Well, that depends of the difficulty of the piece. But yeah, it takes me several hours, weeks. Even I did once in a bigger paper, so it took me like a month to finish.
Wow, that's impressive. Gens, you want to say something and then maybe I ask her?
Yeah, Wendy, can you hear me now? Just checking.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I was all like, oh my God, she can't hear me. Okay. You said that in your younger days, your parents didn't really care too much about your art. Is that still the case now, or is it different?
Can you repeat the last part?
Yeah, no problem. Now that you're more mature, you're creating art. What do your parents think about your art?
They don't like it. I'm not having support
Really?
here. Yeah, really.
Wow. That's you're definitely not gonna feel that way with the Stargaze fam. I mean, we really appreciate artists, and especially your type of art. I mean, it takes hours. It looks like it takes hours, right, Maria? Look at all the little details and mandalas. It's amazing.
Yes, that is what I say, that it's really impressive because I can just imagine all the hours to fill the entire canvas with all these little details. Crazy.
Yeah, for real. Thank you so much, Wendy. Does anybody have any questions for Wendy? Nico, Saturn, Candy, and Tego, or if anybody else wants to ask her question, just request to speak. We still have a few minutes left. No questions. Okay. Well, Wendy, go ahead.
No, I just was gonna ask, like, how was the process to mint your collection? Did the team help you to put it, on the chain, or did you use Stargaze Studio?
Yeah, WenGG helped me a lot with that, and haven't minted yet. So today we are going to keep working on that.
Yeah, we spent some time last night. She was going through the studio learning how to use it, She got her collection on testnet, or her open edition on testnet, and today will be the day where we actually put it on. So ready for Freshman Friday for tomorrow. Yeah. Wendy, it looks like we have Robert up to speak. Do you know Robert? He might have a question for you. Wendy, did you get that?
What? No, sorry.
That's okay. We have Robert requesting to speak. Maybe he's one of your collectors. Hey, Robert.
Hello.
You there?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah. How are you?
Very, very good. No. Oh, well, first, thank you for the space. Being hearing Wendy speaking. I know Wendy from a long time ago. I always support her art, and I'm very excited for what he's bringing to this community. And I also wanted to ask her if because once I knew that she was trying to do something with the traits, not traits, trying to mixing art with the NFT technology. Let's say like some coding into like tying some details from his artwork to the Web3 space. And I wanted to ask her if he gonna continue that road or bringing more, enriching her pieces with those mechanics per se.
Hey, Wendy, can you hear Robert? Maybe she can't hear you, Robert. Yeah, I'm not sure if she can hear you, Robert. She might be having some connection issues, but feel free to send her a DM.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Maria, any other questions for our featured artist up here?
No, just excited for tomorrow mint. We all gonna mint from you guys. Yeah, I don't know if some of you want to add something else before we close it.
If I may just mention Graphene right here. Thank you so much for doing the one of our collaboration piece. I know you're sick, but you still did it for me, so thank you so much. So she did a background for one of the pieces also. So it's very cool. Like, I'm going to post it tomorrow.
Yes, please, because I was about to ask you, like, where is the picture? I need to see it.
I'm going to post it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Because I know you're very sick at the moment, so it must be tough.
It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart seeing Graphene ill, because she's the heart of Stargaze. She's always helping out everybody, and when she's sick, we all feel.
Yeah, I know.
But she'll be back soon. I did want to just mention again, tomorrow is Freshman Friday. I'll be making a tweet from my personal account, Little Gains, to have people participate in a nice little giveaway for some stars. And all you have to do is basically share your freshments. In Robert's community, just check your DMs later today. I'll send you a DM from the my personal account, Little Gains. They say you want to get onboarded to Stargaze. Very simple. I don't even mind sending you a few stars to get started so you can mint Wendy's open edition. And I appreciate you coming up here. Although she can hear you, it's okay. We can hopefully get in contact with her about your questions.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a collector from Wendy from a long time ago, a few years ago. Well, I was one of his first collectors, and I'm pretty thrilled that she's maturing as an artist. And I also came here to support her. And yeah, I've heard about Stargaze community from her. For sure that I would love to see more and more about it and what it's about and learn the ecosystem. Myself, I am a builder on Polchain. I don't know if you guys know that ecosystem. It's pretty new one. And it's like a big airdrop. Everybody has Ethereum users have airdrops there, and the NFT world is right now flourishing down there. It's right now that is a degen town, and we're building a marketplace and an NFT collection. If you guys also want to, I don't know, make a space or reach out, we're trying to collaborate with all blockchains and all projects possible out there. So thank you very much. I will DM you.
Thanks, Robert. Yeah, looking forward to talking with you. We do have a space later today, the Stargaze Fine Arts community, to talk about what do collectors, look into NFTs when they want to collect. So yeah, we'll talk later. And that wraps it up for me. Maria, any final words before I just end the space?
That's it. I wanted to remind everyone that, as you said, tomorrow is mint day, and we have in 1 hour another space to talk about what we trying to find when we're collecting art. So you're more than welcome to join us later as well, guys. And thank you all for joining us. And Graphene, please go to bed, rest, because we need you back.
Good night. Good night. Yeah, please some rest. And thank you again for all the featured artists that came up here to speak. Good luck tomorrow. I'm seeing some of your collections myself. Everybody have a good day. Good night, wherever you are.